Hello everyone, my name is Rafael Fernandez and I'm a member of the Mortgage Calculator team. Today I'm going to be demoing for you user story number 2760. In this user story, our goal is to create main navigation links to our tool's separate pages. So as a user, I would like to be able to access the Mortgage Calculator tool from the home page. We set up some acceptance criteria for this, which included creating main navigation links to the tool's subpages, updating the views in the Angular front end so as to allow independent work, add necessary variables to the Angular scope so we can pull all the necessary data for calculating the actual mortgage, as well as be able to navigate to the new pages from main navigation. As you see, we have a number of tasks here, including commenting the code. We created custom CSS for the tools, and we added new menu text for both the language files. Additionally, the routing protocol, controllers, and views are all independent of any existing tools. As such, you can modify them without risk of having to damage any of the existing framework. As we see here in the feature document, we have our user story and our acceptance criteria, as well as our use case diagrams. It's fairly straightforward, where in each case, the user has a number of triggers. The first is the user clicks the Mortgage Calculator dropdown, and the dropdown then proceeds to open up and return that to the user. Then the user would click a specific link within the submenu, and the front end would then navigate them to that specific page. If we look at the development environment, we can see here that we have our home page. On the top right hand side, I have added a functioning link with a little twisty as a drop-down option. If you click it, 3 drop-down options are available, which are the 3 pages we desired to create. One for our tool, an explanation on how to use the tool should the user be lost, which will provide a video, and a breakdown of what is a mortgage payment so first-time home buyers can have a better idea of what they're spending their money. If you click any of the tools, or any of the links I should say, it will take you to the appropriate page. As you can see, this page is labeled Mortgage Calculator. These are defined by way of the code we implemented, in this case, app.js. The routing protocol uses the location tag to see when this link is called, in this case Mortgage Calculator, it takes you to our specific view which we created. That view and its information are handled specifically by mortgagecalculator.html and the Mortgage Calculator controller. As you can see, we have the Mortgage Calculator controller here that some of my team members have already begun working on. This is for use of the D3 visualization and some of the math necessary to calculate a fairly accurate mortgage pricing. The tool, the page itself, the view, is shown here, and again, as I mentioned before, standalone from anything else. The last thing we had to do was make sure that we implemented everything through our header, which is done through landing.js. As you can see, each link has its own function, which gives it an on-click. And if you do so, you click it, and it will now take your location in Angular to that specific path, which again funnels through the controller and takes you to our page. All of these things were tested using Selenium. So in this case, we needed to test 3 different things. I needed to test if the mortgage calculator tool page itself worked. I needed to check if the help page worked, and I needed to check if the what is a mortgage page worked. So by instructing Selenium, we can have it navigate to the home page, click the drop-down link, and run through each test appropriately. If you see here, if I run the command test.py on Python, it will open up a browser page and navigate to the home page. What it does is it then waits 2 seconds, clicks the drop-down, and then 2 more seconds, and we're at the page. What it does is it performs this test once per page that we designed. As a result, we're able to test and see if it meets that requirement. And very thankfully, all 3 of them meet successfully. And there we go. With that, all 3 pages are tested, and the test took approximately 36 seconds, which is a little faster than the one I did before. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My name is Rafael Fernandez, and my email is rfern025@fiu.edu. And hopefully by the end of the semester, not only will we implement our tool, but if we find an extra couple days, we may be able to implement at least the framework for the remaining links on this page up here, which at the moment are not functioning. Thank you again, and have a great day.